Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. I'm your host Adam Ferns and this is ranking all the gym leaders from the Sinnoh region from worst to best. Sinnoh is Gen 4 and it's the region that I started playing Pokemon in all those years ago, 11 years ago, nearly 12. I like it. This is my personal opinion of ranking these gym leaders, so if your opinion is different, please in the comments below who your favourite Sinnoh gym leader is. I like to see a good conversation going on down there. But without any further ado, let's get right into this ranking. So there are 8 gym leaders to choose from to be my favourite, and this opinion may change because I like the top 3 a lot, like a lot more than the others. But at the moment, and for most of the time I've been playing Pokemon, number 1 has been my favourite. So yeah, need to say number 1 is my favourite for this one. So in my opinion, the worst gym leader in Sinnoh region is Gardenia. The grass type gym leader of Eterna City, and rather boring in my opinion actually. I like the gym design in Platinum, where it's like a giant grass clock. But that is pretty much it. Her team is quite easy if you pick up Starly, which would be a Staravia then, or if you chose Monferno, or if you chose Chimchar, which would be Monferno by then. The only time I can picture you struggling with that team, with that gym, is if you do a water type mono run. But if I'm correct, you should, if you do a water type mono run and you picked up a Magikarp, you should have a Gyarados by then. So you shouldn't really be struggling. 7th place is Rourke, the rock type gym leader of Orberg City and the first gym leader you go against in that game. His gym design is boring. It's actually worse than Faulkner's, and that's saying something. I would say it's better than Roxanne's and better than Brock's, maybe? Rourke has more gym leaders than Brock, so yeah, sure. Gym trainers than Brock. But fact still remains is his gym design is boring. But other than that, the battle with a Geodude, an Onix, and a Cranidos is okay, I guess. It's not amazing, but it's relatively nice, I guess. Like, you have 2 Pokemon quad weak to grass and water, okay, and 1 Pokemon which isn't quad weak to them, so that's good. I just need to flat out say I like their use as a fossil Pokemon, and I'm glad it's Cranidos because I like Cranidos. Moving on to 6th place, we have Fantina, the ghost type gym leader of Heart Home City, and she uses math for her Diamond and Pearl gym. I don't know anyone that wants to learn math when playing Pokemon, especially in a story-wise perspective, because you would only use math in Pokemon if you're building a competitive team, so you know all the EVs and IVs and all that. I don't understand that, so don't ask me for advice on that. But it's just not that interesting, because why would people want to do math? But what I can say is, though, Fantina is the 5th gym leader in Diamond and Pearl and the 3rd in Platinum. And just because she's the 3rd in Platinum doesn't mean she's any easier than she was in Diamond and Pearl. She's really damn hard. In Diamond and Pearl, she uses a Haunter, a Gengar, and a Mismagius, I believe. And in Platinum, she uses a Duskull, a Haunter, and a Mismagius. The Mismagius is really overpowered no matter which game you play it in. But the Gengar, I'm glad is a Haunter. And I believe the Garcy, I don't think it's a Garcy anymore, it's probably a Haunter. That was just there for Curse, so I guess it's okay, but the Gengar and Mismagius are annoying. The gym design in Platinum, though, is a lot better in my opinion. Essentially, hide and seek, but the hide and seek, you just need to find the blue square, look at what the design is on it, then go through the corresponding door with the symbol in front of it. And when they eventually come out, Diamond and Pearl remakes, I hope I see that gym design in Fantina's gym more than the one we saw in Diamond and Pearl. Because same with Gardenia, I'd rather see a plant clock than a forest in a gym. And I'd rather see dust skulls with ominous lights coming, showing, more than math equations. With the math equation one, you do get more trainers to go against, which is actually really useful. But it's still boring. I'd rather see hide and seek, I guess I'm going to call it. Moving on to 5th place, we have Crash Awake, the water type gym leader of Pastoria City, and to most people, their favourite gym leader. I see why, yes, because wrestlers are cool, but I'm not a fan of wrestling, and water types, his team is really good. But water types, yeah, it's good, especially for mid-game gym leader. I'd rather be last, though, so Wallace, you're doing something right. But Crash Awake, team, like I said, is good. Gym puzzle, that's actually really good. I like that gym puzzle. And his team is actually really diverse for water types. You have a water flying type, so grass types can't kill it in one hit, but electric types can. You have a water ground type where grass types kill it in one hit, but electric types can't. And you have a float tool, which is incredibly fast and knows Ice Fang for the grass types. And if you choose Torterra, you're dead. And with Brine and Aqua Jet, that's a good combination to finish off any electric type, so you just need to get lucky there. But other than that, Crash Awake is just essentially a typical gym leader, which I like. He does have a life outside the gym, protecting Pastoria Marsh after a terrorist attack and making you chase the person that set off that bomb. Okay, thank you. Yeah, send us in danger, don't worry, just protect your marsh. That seems to have nothing wrong with it, just check on the Pokemon, yeah. 4th place, we have Volkner, the 8th gym leader in the game and the electric type gym leader of Sunny Shore City. In my opinion, I like him more than Crash Awake. Unfortunately, I don't like his team. Platinum's team, yeah, I like Jolteon, Raichu, Luxray, and Electivire. But his team in Diamond and Pearl, I can't remember the entire team, but I know it's Jolteon and Raichu, and there was an Octillery there as well, and I think there was I know there was another Pokemon, I can't remember what it was, but what I do know is it was not an electric type. It was probably I think it was a normal type. I'm leaning towards thinking it's a normal type, but I'm actually not sure what it could be. But the gym puzzle I like a lot, actually. Can throw you for a curveball if you think you can't go through that electric fence. You can. During my first playthrough going through that, I was like, I don't think you can go through that. I'll just keep pressing that button until it goes. It never did. I was there for a solid 10 minutes, so I realised, I might as well just run through it. YOLO! Oh. Okay, I wasted my time. So, yeah. But other than that, it's just Volkner. He doesn't really have a life outside the gym, and when you see him for the first time, he has no interest in battling. Just say, go to the gym, take a bath. Wait, that's the anime. But he's still in no interest in battling now. 3rd place is Candice, the Ice-type gym leader of Snowpoint City. Never in my life have I thought I'll have an Ice-type gym leader this close to the top, to the best gym leader. But I put Candice here because, well, Ice-types I hate, so, but the gym puzzle is actually really good and very creative. And also with the, what what is it? Oh yeah, her team. Her team is actually really good, especially in Platinum with the Sneasel, Frostlass, Piloswine, and Abomasnow. Abomasnow with the Snow Warning, and then send out Frostlass with the Snow Cloak, making it hard to hit. Not to mention that Frostlass is a very hard hitter, which can decimate your team. And I don't think it has it, but if it did, that would be a good last resort move to finish off your opponent Pokemon. Well, one of your opponent's Pokemon, which is Destiny Bond. Which is a bit of a cheap strategy, which I use a couple times. But, hey, you gotta win at all costs, right? If, I don't know if it does, but if the Frostlass does have Destiny Bond, it's dangerous. But the best part about that team is the Snow Warning from the Abomasnow. Let that go down quickly, which I think is the idea. Just for Frostlass to go straight out and spam Blizzard over and over and over again. Because Blizzard is 100% accurate in Hail and is a really hard hitting move. And if you're really unlucky, you're going to have a frozen Pokemon. So, which basically means you lost that Pokemon unless it falls out. So Candice actually has a good team going along with a good strategy going on. It has Piloswine to take care of the fire weakness, even though it is weak to fire. But it and the Sneasel is just a quick hitter to get some damage in and then die. So then Piloswine come in, try and get more. Probably won't. For that to die, Abomasnow, die, Frostlass, sweep. That's really how it goes, really. Especially with the Snowcloak and Blizzard. That makes it hard to hit and hard to survive a hit. Second place is Byron, actually. Byron in second place. He's the Steel-type gym leader of Candice City and Rourke's father. Byron was at one point my favourite gym leader because I find him to be extremely underrated and I loved him in the anime. I still do love him in the anime, but Byron, the gym design I like a lot. It's actually would I say it's my favourite? I don't know because it is pretty basic. But looking at it, all of them are basic. So, gym design, Byron's definitely up there. But the team with Steelix, Bronzor, and Bastiodon. You have a coverage for Fison, you have a coverage for Fire, which is also weak to Fire. You have a coverage for what's another ground? No, do you have a coverage for ground? No, but I think the Bronzor has Levitate, so I guess that's something to take care of it. But I think Byron, with the team of 3 Steel types, actually has coverage for all 3 of the Steel types' weakness, and which is good. And it's Steel type. It resists 8 of the 17 types at the time. Well, count Fairy, and it's 8 of the 18 types, and is immune to 1. I think I got that wrong. So I don't know if he's resistant to 8 types or 10 types, counting immunity. But what I'm trying to say is Steel types resist a lot of attacks. Bit of a weird place for it, but I'm not going to argue because at Candice City I like a lot, and the gym I like a lot. That's loud. And moving on to my favourite gym leader of Sinnoh, and probably my favourite gym leader at the moment is Maylene, the fighter type gym leader of Velastone City. Well, the main thing I can say is she is actually the person that introduced me to Lucario. And that's actually not wrong because in Diamond and Pearl was my first game. I got to her gym, got to the leader after getting confused with the gym design, which wasn't good in Diamond and Pearl, but was great in Platinum. Great update because it was literally a gym with boxing rings. But when I got to Maylene's fight, first was a Meditite. I took that down relatively easy. Machoke came out, took that down relatively easy. Lucario, I got swept. I was like, What? Okay, who's this cool Pokemon and can I have one? I didn't know how to catch a wild one at the time because I don't think you can actually. So I didn't know until I got to Canalave City. Before the 6th gym, I could get one from an egg, but I have to evolve it. Yay. But it introduced me to this Lucario, which was insanely cool and swept my team. People normally say you like Pokemon that sweep your team. It's true for me. Same with Garchomp actually, because Cynthia swept me with Garchomp the first time I got there. Anything else to say about Maylene? Honestly, favourite gym leader because of the type she uses, the fact her gym is literally a gym, and her team is great, along with the fact it introduced me to Lucario. And also has coverage for flying and psychic type moves, which was their only weaknesses at the time, and even if the fairy type did exist then, it still had coverage for that with a Lucario. What else I can say about Maylene? Not really anything really. You do get to see her again briefly on the way to Snowpoint City, where you get confused from the fact she doesn't wear any footwear on the way to Snowpoint City. So hypothermia might be a thing, but it doesn't change the fact that Maylene is my favourite gym leader from Sinnoh, and probably my favourite of all time actually. I don't know, I'm going to need some time to think about that. But with that being said, that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe. If you like the fact that you have some guy talking to a camera, talking about absolute nonsense most of the time, please consider subscribing and staying tuned with the channel. That will probably be an outro which won't be repeated after today. Might be, might not, depends if I remember. But anyway, I'll see you next time.